Welcome. This message is for people who may have had some recent experiences or like lasting experiences where like people have said something to you or about you that like affects you emotionally, like makes you feel sad. Yeah. Aww. So welcome to the channel. If you don't follow me yet, please do follow me. I'm refining my content and my information as I learn more as I post. It's my intention to be as heart-centered and grounded and feeling as safe as I can in my body so that frequency emits. And welcome to the channel. Like attracts like, vibe attracts vibe. So we've obviously got a similar vibe for you to be clicking on this video right now. So I had a few situations recently where like people had made comments about me, to me and about me to other people, and like my old mode of like dealing with this was like getting upset about it and like being sad that like these people didn't see me how I see myself, and then like I went through the process of it and like what I embodied from it, which was like so epic that I got to this point. So like celebrating me. I got to the point of being like I knew this concept mentally, but like to actually have this wisdom embodied, of like it happening in real time and it not like affecting me, felt like such a like achievement. Because I'd been having these challenging, triggering situations, and I'd been wanting to embody it, and I had been, but there'd still been like sticky residue. And then with two situations in the recent past, there wasn't that stickiness anymore, and it was so nice how I handled myself. So I was like, of course I need to come online and share this with my family, you guys, aka you guys watching this. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. Ooh. And we're growing out here. I've just got over, I think I got my 53rd follower. Thank you to every 53 of you. I just started noticing I got an increase in the likes on my videos and the watches on my videos and the comments. So loving on all of you guys for your engagement, for tuning in. Loving seeing our little community here build. So thankful for that. I've really been celebrating that hard. Yeah, thank you guys. So yeah, let's dive in. So what's the goodness that I can share? Yes, so when people share things, I know you've heard this a million times before, but it's true, so I'm going to repeat it a million times more because this is the answer. But everybody is judging you through the lens that they judge themselves. They are filtering their perception of you through the lenses that they filter themselves with. So whenever people have judgments towards you, they're literally only judging you how they judge themselves. So it's not even a reflection of you. It's a reflection of their beliefs, their views, what they deem as important and not important, and maybe as well like standards that other people hold them to, you know, and how they feel about their reality right now. So it's really not personal. It's so not personal. And if you could like wake up every day for like the next 2 months and say to yourself every single morning, good morning, a little mantra of like, nothing anybody says to me is personal. Even when it sounds personal, it's not personal. Just for a reflection on that, a wisdom nugget just dropped in, and not like a poopy. But like even when people compliment you, they're complimenting you through what they like about themselves or desire for themselves. Isn't that crazy? Like what they like about themselves is what they compliment you for. So that's cute as well. So unfortunately the compliments aren't always personal too. Yeah. And like the key focus of it all is like, I'm recognizing I'm like jumping from point to point here, but I'm trying to, yeah, it feels important to do this for you to absorb the information, to process it. But like the key point is like self-knowledge. Like if this person has said something really unkind about you, it's all about what power you give that. Like if you fully know yourself, like if somebody says something about you like, oh, you're messy, if you know you're not messy, then it's a load of bullshit. Do you know what I mean? It's a load of bollocks. But if you know you're messy and somebody calls you messy, you know, it's like fair enough, because you know you're messy. So like the biggest like superpower that you can ever have is to know yourself, is to have knowledge of yourself, so that when people say things, you're already honest with yourself, so you already know if this is true or not. And if you don't already know it, you know, in that moment you get to reflect on, do I think this about myself? Do I hold this as true for myself? And if not, then it doesn't matter if you're being honest with yourself, because it's not your problem how people interpret you. It's really not. You're here for your own soul's growth journey. And like my friend said this really well the other day, and I hope I'm not butchering it, but like you're here for your own experience of life. You're here for your own soul's journey, and every single person is a catalyst for growth, for healing, for better knowledge of yourself, for your inner work, your inner connection. So like it really doesn't matter what anybody says. New people will come. There's a saying like, what, people are here like a season, a lifetime, or for a lesson. You know, I didn't say that in the right order, but you know, and you don't know that until the universe shows you that. I'm breaking sticks. It helps me to process all the different thoughts I'm accumulating on this topic. So yeah, I'm glad I'm trusting this is making sense for you. I'm trusting it's landing as it's supposed to. Because like my significant change the other day was like, so let's say like this portion of time ago, I was knowing that it's not personal and knowing that it's through their filter, but I was still being a bit emotionally upset about it. And the only way I've grown, let me tell you, is through like multiple triggers and multiple experiences. So then like now I was like here, it was like I was so present with the choice that I had, which was like, oh, somebody said this about me, and like it was really like strange. But then I had that choice there of like, do I give this person the power to insult me and to upset me? Because to begin with, I got really upset for like maybe like 2 seconds. I was like, but that was that moment where I was like, wait a fucking minute, it's me that has the power to decide whether I let this define me. And if I tune in with what they're saying, is there any ounce of truth in it from my perspective? Do I resonate? Is it true for me? And if not, then it's a load of bollocks, you know? Like, they're clearly projecting their own filters, insecurities, judgments of themselves, unintegrated things, who knows what, onto me, you know? And that's not my responsibility, that's their responsibility. So yeah, and then when it happened again after that, so that was the key turning point moment of like, wow, I have the power. I'm the one in the power. I choose what power I give to this thing. I'm not giving this person this power over how I feel about me. So that was like epic. And then I had a situation after to like reinforce that. And straight away, like as soon as this person insulted me to my face, I'm like, the fuck? I was thinking that person's, you know, said this thing, but they've not saw the bigger picture of everything else. So like they're judging me based off a very limited perspective. And then in that moment I was like, I know that's a load of bollocks, because yeah, there might have been some element of truth in it, but that's not the whole big picture viewpoint. So then what I did was I gave myself loads of affirmations. I was like affirming all the beauty about me, because if I don't advocate for my self-kindness, who will? You know, I have to advocate for my self-kindness to attract more kindness towards myself, so that when people come in with these hard comments, I'm not going to then say these things in my head and allow their judgments towards me, which are just about themselves. It's all to do with them, nothing to do with me. It's how to do they judge themselves. I'm not going to allow that to be my mind narrative, whereas in the past I used to. and I'm sure you resonate, you know, it's such a easy thing to do, and I think it's very common. Well, it's common with a lot of people. It's so much more common than you think it is, that people then allow other people's insults of them to become their self-narrative, and we're just not available for that anymore. That's just not the paradigm we want to live in, because, you know, we're honest, we're intuitive, we're kind, and we're generous, and we're thoughtful, and we do our best to be good quality features of a human, you know, and we do our inner work. And if you're similar like me in this respect, like, I like to develop myself and make myself a better person for my quality of life experience, for my level of attraction of the situations and experiences that I attract in my life, and then also the people that I attract, and so that I can give the people that I love a better experience of me. Like, I can be a better friend, a better lover, a better daughter, a better one day parent, when I'm being a better version of me, because it's how I relate to myself. Like, how we relate to anybody else is how we relate to ourselves. I'm aware that I'm dropping a lot of wisdom here, so if you need to pause and take a breath, please feel free to do so. Yeah, I feel like that was, I said that, then my intuition was like, are you saying that to yourself, Hopi? So yeah, just taking Oh, but I really wanted to say this. So, like, when I love learning things like this too, of like both ends of like the spectrum, like the different sides to the coin. So let's say the coin is like judgment, like what other people judge me for is like based off their own judgments of themselves. Then what I like about that is then when I judge other people, I'm just seeing how that's just how I judge myself. So being in that role where I'm judging others, and being conscious of that opens up the doorway of then, for me, which is some more wisdom that I'm passing on to you, so here you go, is like, then it's less personal towards that person, and you know that from both sides of experience of that situation, because you know that when you've judged others, it's just because that's how you judge you, or it's something you're insecure about, or a limiting story or limiting belief that you have. So when you're on the giving end as well, you really get to see it, like stand in that perspective of that other person to truly understand. And for me, like being on both ends of the spectrum gives me that perspective that, you know, it can only be experienced through embodiment. So there you go. There you have it. Just got some little kids coming to hang out, finding my inner safety, my inner stability. So there you have it, guys. So I hope all that wisdom was helpful. If you need to take notes, take notes. If anybody wants to summarize it in the comments for everyone else, you're more than welcome to. But they're great self-reflection points and things to consider in your meditation, and even just you can use these different points that I've suggested to reflect on past scenarios as well, so you can see how that relates in the past to give you some clarity. And you could even write yourself like a little plan down in your phone, so that when you are triggered in the future, when a situation comes up for you to practice this in like in real life situations, you've got that prepared. So you're writing this down, and when you write it down, like write it like in your own language, so that it's like you talking to you and not just like you copying information from elsewhere. And you'll find that helps your subconscious to absorb that with much more ease. And yeah, so you can be nice and prepared, and save the video as well, so you can come back to it in case there's anything that you miss, or you just need the frequency. But yeah, take care of yourself out there, guys. Like, you can't control what happens around you, but you can always control how you respond to that, and that's your most important thing. And your most important person to look after is yourself, to make sure you are well and loved and cared for and looked after. You have been and always will be your priority, to make sure that you're well, so that you can then offer a well service to everyone else. because then if you're dysregulated, everyone else around you will be dysregulated. So make sure you're cared for and loved and feeling safe and nurtured, so that then you're given from that frequency of abundance, because you are abundant. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.